Get ready to be delivered, and delivered in a hurry.
Right, so one of the things that people always ask about is what it costs to build a full custom building. And I think we're really going to have like a three-legged stool for our channel, right? We're going to have videos about quality, how to manage expectations on quality. We're going to have videos on money, the ups and downs of money on a full custom project. And we're going to have videos on time, how to manage time expectations. So this is sort of the intro to the series on money. And this is a great room to give this intro on, because if you can believe it, this is a home. This is someone's residence. And go ahead and get that in the shot too, Deb. Just the transfer switch, and maybe look up here. Like up here is really cool because you can see all those wires like coming down. You know, most people would look at all these wires and say, well, this is the electrical system. It's not. It's all low voltage, pretty much. And low voltage is just a term that's used for like automation, alarming, audio, data. What's the point? The point is this stuff costs a lot of money, right? So a typical home would have you'd have one of these coming in from the street, would come in from the location of the building into the building, and then you might punch it down into a router or like a punch down block, and then distribute it to the rest of the building. So, a building like this has so much evidence, but it's not stuff that's like marble. It's not like the glossy, like the gold faucet in the middle of the kitchen that I was like, oh, this must have been expensive. Even the electrical systems, when you look at them, it's tremendous. So this is a great space to stand in and say, what does it cost to build per foot? The short answer is it depends. It just doesn't, you just don't know. You don't know until everything's been chosen. What I may want in my home is nowhere near as detailed and developed as this, but this person wants this, right? So it really does come down to, I hate to use the word subjective because nobody wants to hear that. They want to hear like, oh, my cost per square foot is subjective. But at some point it really does become just what do you want to spend money on? So if you're a client or somebody who's going to be a end user of a full custom build, this series should help you set your expectations, your thinking on what your tolerance for cost will be. And, you may have a hobby, you may love to golf, or you may love to fish, and you may spend gobs of money on that stuff, but it doesn't really, besides the return on investment to make you happy and feel good about what you're doing, it doesn't really provide a return on investment for, I'm going to sell this house in 5 years. And I think that's one of the biggest mistakes people make on the client side. They say, well, my neighbor's house or the house down the street, they think in terms of real estate. They think, oh, well, the comps tell me this, it's what my house should cost to build. That's fine. That's going to drive what goes into the house. And you're just going to hit a wall. You're going to hit a spot where you're just not going to be able to get everything you want, probably. You're going to have to make some compromises, and that's okay. But that's about setting expectations. If you're someone who's like, you've never built custom before and you're on the client side, you've never built a full custom home, people also say to me all the time that they've built custom homes, and they haven't. I just gotta say that. They think they have. They've done, and this isn't to throw anybody under the bus, but they've done kind of some brand name national builder semi-custom homes, or they've done regional semi-custom builds in neighborhoods. The homes are beautiful, but they're not full custom. Full custom means it doesn't exist anywhere else, and not because you just inverted a floor plan, or it doesn't exist anywhere else, and it's not because you just enlarged a kitchen or brought a patio space in under conditioned square footage. Full custom is a blank sheet of paper and hiring a team to put everything on that paper that you want. So if you're on the client side and you want to be able to say, my house, I have equity when I'm done building my house, you probably should build full custom. I hate to say it, so I just give it to everybody straight. But you'll waste a lot of time and money going through this exercise with architects. You'll waste a lot of time and money sitting in showrooms. You waste a lot of time and money, your builder's time and money. I hope the builder isn't doing this for free. That's another thing for you builders. Don't sit with somebody for 4 months and tell them everything they should build for free. Don't do that. You're just devaluing yourself. You're worth more than that. what you do every day is so hard, you shouldn't be doing that. There's people being paid by the hour to just stand around and stare at a computer screen. Why should you spend 100 hours helping somebody on a blank sheet of paper design their home and pick everything out for them to just, farm it out to the phone book? Don't do that. If you're a full custom builder, you've learned so many things, you're doing so many things that are awesome. You can help a client, but they should really, on the front end, they should really show appreciation, not just appreciation, but they should value what you can do. You can take them from a blank sheet of paper with a great design team, architect, engineer, etc., and you can help them back into a budget. So that's kind of like the summary statement for this, for this one. It's so much better to back into a budget if you want to build full custom than it is to just go design something and then say, how much will it be per foot? Don't do that. That doesn't work very well. And I'll tell you one quick story. We had a customer who, they had a hard budget and they were going to build oceanfront. And we got their build into the 300s per foot with pilings, with all of the other, AHJ, authorities having jurisdiction, all that stuff covered, and it came in the high 300s. We've never done it before, but they were willing to compromise wherever it took, except for quality, and that meant space, it meant size, it meant luxury touch points, it meant common areas that were like multi-use common areas instead of like dedicated kitchens and dedicated dining rooms. But they did it, and they have a truly fully custom home. It's a cute little home. It's only 1,800 square feet. But it's wonderful. People drive by it, they say it's such an awesome home. It fits the lot. And we worked with a professional architect. So my point is, if you really want to go full custom and square footage per foot or cost per square foot is like driving your thinking, you need to change it. You need to reset your thinking, and you need to say, what's my budget? And it could be whatever number you want. And then tell your builder what your budget is. Find the builder that you think can do a great job. Talk to 2 or 3 and say, this is my budget. And I don't really have any expectations except for I want a high quality build. What do you think I can build? They'll tell you straight. Say, oh, that house needs to be 2,000 square feet or less. Or that house can be 5,000 square feet or less. They know, but don't go to the builder and say, oh, the comp down the street, that house just sold for 500 a foot. I want this house to be 400 a foot because I have land. And here's the plans that I need you to make this work with. That's backwards. So there's a little bit of a primer for where we're going with this series. Cost per square foot is relative. It's going to depend on what you choose. A good builder who's transparent is going to show you the numbers. He's going to work with you. He or she will work with you to get there. And building the team really needs to happen first. And your builder being there at the front end is the best way to control your cost on your build. So find a great builder. Find somebody who's done this a bunch. And if they're new to doing it, I was new at one point. Somebody hired me for the first time. If they're new to doing it, just spend a little more time with them. Maybe they can pull it off for you. But don't go to your builder with a full custom set of plans and say it's got to be this. That's going to give you a bad experience for both people. So hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.